On 23rd April 2021, Downy was launched in Uganda, right here in Kampala. The objective was to disrupt, engage, and sample the market. The Boom Boom Pow campaign, with its success and popularity, was very influential in providing direction and approach. Something groovy and fresh, yet striking and captivating. Now, one of the ways that this was achieved was through flash mobs. 30 flash mobs were delivered across 30 different locations in Kampala, CBD, and suburbs. And while these locations were carefully selected between points of high exposure of mail order for immediate demand and points of high traffic for immediate awareness, the dance, on the other hand, was choreographed thoroughly to be executed with the Downy Boom Boom Pow song that was translated in Luganda for Ugandans. This is how the flash mobs were executed. Executing flash mobs with the Boom Boom Pow dance moves was to also support the dance challenge that would come later on social media. That support would be mostly in content. We can also add that the flash mobs, they provided the disruptive visibility that was required of them, instilled memory, and provided a chance to engage the target audience in quick brand talk and sampling for trial. And ultimately, 15,000 people were reached through flash mobs and 3,000 were sampled with Downy. The other avenue that was used to deliver disruptive visibility and engagement was a publicity drive through 3 different divisions of Kampala. And this was done using a Downy branded flatbed rig truck with a public address system mounted on it, and a team of skaters and dancers and acrobats that made it impossible for you not to turn your heads and see what was going on. And through the publicity drive, about 10,000 people were able to be reached, and 3,000 of them were sampled with Downy. And then it came to the main event. This took place at Naca Market. Now, a little bit about Naca Market. This is where you find all sorts of businesses. From fish selling points to butcheries, all the way to the eateries that produce that undesirable smoke that will leave the kitchen area where food is being prepared from and find you at the restaurant where you're waiting to be served. Naca Market is simply a giant mixture of mail order. Perfect place. One of the key engagement activities that took place at the main event at Naca Market was the demo on how to wash clothes with Downy. This culminated into a smell and tell where participants were asked from the crowd to come and smell on clothes washed with Downy and give a testimony.
Mama jangu owunyiriza owulire saagala bakunyumize.
Oyo agenda tubba kuneekune. Kaagambye nti kalungi nnyo kawunya bulungi. Atutwala.
Kiri kitya?
Kalungi nnyo ate kalimu akawoowo akalungi.
Kawoowo kawulidde okakasizza?
Iye.
Empuuta esobola olemera mu lugoye?
Evaamu nange ke ngenda okozesanga.
Mama jangu owunyiriza owulire. Noono awo ku bujulizi. Yasimayiringiddewo. Kana akawoowo kajjako n'enkanyanya abatasekaaseka. Oluwunyirizaako n'aseka. Kiri kitya?
Bulungi nnyo.
Bulungi nnyo. Bagambe mu luzungu kuba mpulidde olufuuwa bulala.
It is nice. And I'm going to wash my baby's clothes with it.
The event at Naca Market attracted over 5,000 people, and these were given disposable masks. 5,000 people were sampled with Downy. The launch at Naca Market turned into a big show when Helen Lukoma, a popular artist in Uganda, showed up and closed it down with performances of her greatest hits. At the end of the day, while the mood was celebratory across the city due to the arrival of Downy, over 30,000 people were able to be reached across the 3 touch points, and I'm talking about flash mobs, the publicity drive, and the main event at Naca Market. and a total of 11,050 people were able to be sampled with the 20 ml Downy to take home and try. And then 16,000 people took home flyers to associate themselves a little bit more with the unique selling propositions that were there.